Our first live action is badminton at the Emirates Arena, and the match we're going to see is the mixed doubles semi-final between Chris Adcock and Gabriel Adcock of England playing Imogen Bankier and Robert Blair of Scotland. And the commentary comes from Morton Frost Hansen and Jill Clark.
I suppose that could be quite significant. The final preparations, practicing the serve.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my left, Chris Adcock and Gabriel Adcock, England. And on my right, Robert Blair and Imogen Bankier, Scotland. Gabriel Adcock to serve to Robert Blair. Love all, play.
The mixed doubles semi-final gets underway. The number 1 seeds, Chris and Gabby Adcock, against the number 3 seeds, Robert Blair and Imogen Bankier.
Love.
Yeah, good play there from Robert Blair and Morton. I suppose this previous encounters, the 2 previous matches between these 2 pairs, won both by the Scottish combination, but both in 3 games. But surely the fact that they've never lost to the English pair must give them confidence for this semi-final.
Absolutely. Obviously it will give them confidence, but it's a new day today and it's a new match, it's a new tournament, so you know everything can change. But looking back on the last 8 days of badminton here in Glasgow, I must say that the Scots are looking very good, and on the other hand I must say that especially Chris Adcock is looking very shaky. So he's not been playing very up to his usual standards, I think, Chris Adcock, and he's got to find that today, this moment, if they are going to go through to the final tomorrow.
Yeah.
So not only is the statistics against the English, but I also think that the performance the last 8 days of Chris Adcock is against him. I must say that. But let's see how it goes. It's going to be a very interesting match. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, good play. Even the opening 6 points here, Chris Adcock has played better than I've seen him for a long time this this week.
What a great smash from Robert Blair. English pair currently ranked number 5 in the world. Blair and Bankier 13. So this really is world-class badminton. What a good serve. Yeah, that looked a little nervous to me.
5-3.
No, he's missed it. Well, I thought Chris Adcock and Andy Ellis in their men's doubles quarter-final yesterday evening, I don't think I've ever seen them so nervous. They were almost crippled by nerves. Of course, he's the #1 seed in both the mixed and the men's doubles, so all the pressure on him.
You know, you can actually reverse this in a funny, twisted way if you want, because if you look at it, yes, Chris Adcock and Gabby Adcock favourite to win this one according to the seedings, but the mere fact that they haven't won against this pair ever before can maybe say, okay, we are up against a good pair, we've never beaten them before, and therefore they are actually, in my mind, the favourites to win, and therefore the pressure on their shoulders.
Well, the service fault called for striking the shuttle above the waist.
Because yesterday when we saw Adcock and Ellis play, as you say, they were totally crippled by nerves, and maybe, as I say, in this sort of twisted way, they see the Scots as favourites and therefore do not have the same pressure on their shoulders as what they had yesterday, and therefore suddenly can perform.
Oh, well, another error at the front of the court from Imogen Bankier. Yeah, just shadowing how she should have played the shot. Oh, that's a marvellous return of the flick serve from Robert Blair.
6-8.
Just long.
Service over. 9-6.
England coaches Jakob Hoy nearest to us, Peter Jeffrey. Good rally. Now, I think what impresses me so much about Robert Blair, Morden, is the fact that he seems to think so well on court. His placement of his attack always seems to involve Imogen Bankier at the front of the court.
Yeah, he's always trying to play his partner good, and that's obviously one of the very most important things in doubles, is to play your partner good.
Andy Bowerman, the Scottish coach there. Now, I think he was probably saying move them from side to side. Would that have been at the back of the court? Try
Yes.
and work Chris at the back?
I think so.
Overdone it. There was a big gap across court. That was the right shot to try and play.
It was, and it was into the backhand of Bankier. But the Scots, you know, I haven't seen them that much over the years, but this week I've seen them quite a lot. And to me, they are a little bit of slow starters, and once again, they proved it to me. So let's see if they can pick up here.
That's a good shot. Yeah, lovely smash from Chris Adcock.
10-8. Play.
Yeah, totally deceived by that, Robert Blair. Superb.
Yeah,
Well,
good play.
Gabby Adcock in her women's doubles last night was outstanding. And she's continued that good form here in the semi-final of the mixed.
When they got you on the whip, yeah, and we're flipping into court a lot, so they can keep doing it. And when you get a slightly better chance, then put a stop. When you get higher, then we can reset the rally. Yeah. We try and go when you get a
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Doing good, guys. Keep going.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
So the instruction from Peter Jeffrey, the England coach.
11,
Did you catch that, Morton?
Just a little bit. The sound was quite overpowering, but I think he said, you know, we want to have some more blocks to get the initiative in the very early stages of that coaching.
Oh, perfect low serve.
12, 8.
Finds the line. Yeah, super. Yeah, now that is what we think Andy Bauman was saying to Blair and Bankier. Move Chris at the back of the court. First from round the head, then whipping him deep into the forehand corner.
Yeah. But he should have played a block and that just maintain that initiative and wait for a better chance.
The frustration there from Robert Blair.
And now you will get one of my own small little philosophies here. If you look at it from the English point of view, what is very, very important here for Chris Adcock is to get into his own comfort zone and not having to seek the approval of his coaches and the public and his partner and all that. What he's got to find his own comfort zone where he plays well and not having to look around for that approval all the time. If you can see, so often he's looking out to the crowd, to the coaches, to his partner. They're talking, they're discussing, but he's got to feel comfortable in what he's doing.
Well, it's a very good rally by the Scottish pair, especially from Imogen Bankier. From your last comment, Morton, am I sensing that sometimes Chris Adcock may be so intent on trying to do what the coaches have done that he's not playing instinctively?
Yes.
What a good return of serve. Yeah, well worked. Gabby really looking so sharp at the net.
15, 11.
But obviously it's out of the picture, but Chris here now is not looking to the bench, he's not looking out, he's sort of getting into that zone himself, and that is so important, as what you say, that he's playing with instinct, but obviously he's cool, he's calm, he's calculating what he's doing, but he is playing.
Yeah.
16.
And I think the big difference at the moment is because the English pair sticking to their favoured formation and the standard formation for mixed doubles, the man using his physical strength. Obviously, men are physically stronger than women, so it's best to have them playing from the back of the court, thundering down the smashes. And women tend to be a lot more agile than the men, and therefore the twisting and turning at the front of the court suits the women's play. So obviously, both players want to play to their strengths, which is getting the woman forward using the man's strength from the back of the court.
And the English is doing that better at the moment. That's why they're 16-12 up.
Exactly. It's gone wide. And once again, we saw in that rally the Scottish pair in the defensive formation, which is to see players side by side in the court, whereas the English pair, one forward, one at the back. That's the standard attacking formation. Oh, good defence.
Yeah, that was a good recovery from the Scots here. Got well back into that rally, and after being under severe pressure, I think that shot there from Robert Blair really did it. That was a good return.
Points the deficit. Oh, what great defence from Bankia.
14, 18.
Yeah, that was perfect.
They do, though, still need a lot of recovery here.
Well, Girish Natu, the umpire, just saying to the English pair, you're taking too long in between rallies, get yourselves ready.
That's a good block.
Yeah.
Very, very nice block by Chris Adcock. And look again, he's not looking out. He's not seeking that approval. He's sort of getting into his own frame of mind. He's getting into the game. And that's really important, I think.
Yes, and it means that he's playing a lot better than we saw earlier in the tournament.
He's playing the best I've seen him play this tournament all the way.
Yeah. Game points have arrived for the English pair. 6 of them. That is magnificent defence.
20, game point, 14.
And that's gone long. First time of asking, and the number 1 seeds, Chris and Gabby Adcock, take the opening game 21-14 in 16 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, she's really disciplined at coming off and covering because he wants to try and play flat. Yeah, so she's always rotating out, so there's lots of space to straighten. Yeah, we'll just keep putting it in front of her all the time. As soon as it's anything on him in the mid, she comes off, so we go in front. Yeah, and we keep setting the rallies up that way. It's really good. Then you really hustle in the front, stepping up. Yeah, keep going. The serving low is very good. We're doing really well with that. So that's just the main difference. So we need to keep thinking about the second set.
They just sort of moving you to, yeah. All right, and then when you lay shuttle down, you must be hunting. Defense is moving side to side, work very well.
And the defence is a block straight, quick crossover, that block straight, because Gabby's going to say she's looking to intercept. The net is lying wide open, and it's the same kind of theme. So when it goes fast and flat, again you're trying either being top or tape, or being quick up and over. Because again, he's not going to hit through in the first shot because he's not giving him the height. Yeah, so you can cope with it. That's a bit saying the key point is the rhythm and the service and the service team. Yeah? Take your time, vary, but especially fixed together. Just jump in the low set, right? Rhythm and variation, yeah? Okay, let's go.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
So Chris and Gabby Adcock, opening game 21-14, and it is most definitely the start that the English pair wanted. Well, Morton, we were able to listen in to both sets of coaches there, but in your opinion, What do the Scottish pair have to do to turn this around?
Second game.
They have to challenge Gabby at the net, and I think that's what the coaches said as well. Actually, both coaches from the English side and the Scottish side were saying, you know, you have to challenge the lady at the front, and obviously that's the whole game. But obviously, the Scots have to do what Robert Blair is doing here. That is beautiful. That is really good. Rather than thumping it and going in on that really tough attack and going into the flat exchanges, he's just blocking it nicely away from her, and that's the way to play it. Just block it. That's why they got in trouble. She's got to challenge Gabby on that one.
1-1.
Oh, that is good. Swayed his body out of the way to give himself the freedom to play the defence there.
And what is good, he's playing it with the drift, and that's why the Scotch played a lot of mistakes in the first game. But Chris Adcock was able to control it here, which was good.
It's lovely.
That's not bad.
And that's what you're wanting, her going forward more like that.
She has to do exactly what she's doing here. Obviously, it's a fantastic shot. This one is very ambitious. Good shot, but the whole idea is the right idea.
Yeah, she almost played that with topspin, didn't she?
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Yeah, that was a bit risky.
It has occurred to me, Morton, the fact that Robert Blair playing 2 matches yesterday, because of course he was in the men's doubles with Paul van Rietveld, and you know, at the age of 32, perhaps, you know, in international badminton on the world tour, he only sticks to one event.
Yeah.
Do you think that's maybe affected his sharpness for this semi-final?
Not really. I think it was a little bit of a blessing in disguise that they lost yesterday.
Yeah.
In that men's doubles, and the fact that he can focus completely on this mixed doubles, where I think they have a brilliant chance of even a gold medal. But let's see how it goes here. But once again, he's proving to me that they're slow starters. They didn't have a good first set.
Yeah, well, Scotland have never won a gold medal in the mixed doubles. They've been silver medalists before. That was back in 1978. Right idea.
5-4.
Yeah, and I think that for Scottish fans that will be a little concerning, that she's beating up on herself, shaking her head. Oh, gotta know that Gabby waits for that cross-court smash with the crouch defence.
He's got to play to the backhand side if he wants to go cross. That is far too much towards the centre of the court.
Yeah. But all credit to Gabby Adcock for dealing with that so well. Oh,
That was a good play by Gabby.
Yeah.
The way that she was moving forwards and forcing Blair to lift it.
Yes, sometimes we underestimate the impact of movement off the shuttle and how it can affect the rally.
You so often talk about in football, you know, the players off the ball.
Yeah.
And this is exactly the same.
Oh, that's nice. Now that's moving Chris at the back of the court, which is what the Scottish coaches wanted Bankier and Blair to do.
But the funny thing, a clear would have been very nice in that situation. But he opted to play down straight into the rally.
Yeah, service fault was
Into the
called.
racket of Imogen Bankier.
Yeah, struck above the waist. Well, the umpire just confirming what the service judge called.
8-5.
But I don't think the Scottish pair heard the call.
No.
It's going wide, well wide, my goodness me.
9-5.
Well, the Scottish pair will have to be awfully careful here, because I get the sense that the English are beginning to really stamp their authority on this match.
Service over. 6-9.
Yeah, came off the frame of Chris Adcock's racket.
That's good serving, but what a return.
Yeah.
What a return from Gabby Adcock there, clipping the tape.
10-6.
And as you say, the Scots really have to be careful now.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you, Morton. I don't think I've seen the English pair play as well as this week. I've seen them play better in world terms, but this is very, very good form they've played themselves into.
She's only running on one shot, and that was over it. Yeah, but then we start getting a little bit edgy in the mid and going for it because we think she's pressing, but she's not. Yeah, so, and we can see Bob struggling to land in as well, so we can keep going from that side. All right, it's that speed, isn't it? The speed, moving early, and then it. Yeah, okay. Exactly the same on serve, doing really well. Positioning the serve, third shots, all good.
Court 1,
Keep pushing.
20 seconds.
At a time. Yep.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Thank you. Thank you. Coach, leave it.
So the English pair a game up and a 5-point advantage here at the mid-game interval of the second game. Yeah, that's well done. Morton, as we were watching one of those rallies again during the mid-game interval, both you and I looked at each other about Robert Blair's movement, certainly trying to lunge forward to the backhand side. Didn't seem all that fluent, really.
No, he wasn't comfortable. I was paying a lot of attention to it while they were talking at the interval. And really, from what I saw, he's either very stiff and sore from the previous matches, or he's carrying a small little injury, I don't know. But that did not look good.
Well, they've won the first 2 points since the resumption of play. It's gone wide.
Service over. 12-8.
That's a good shot by Chris Adcock. That soft cross-court shot, that's really doing the damage, setting up a nice lift.
Yeah, once again, Gabby Adcock absolutely on top of the net, looking for the third shot of the rally. Serve, return and third shot, absolutely critical in doubles. Well, he'll be disappointed with that.
9.
Error on serve.
Yeah, but I think he's allowed to do it. I think he's played really well today, and this is the first sort of serious bad mistake.
Good anticipation by Blair.
10-13.
The next 3 points is going to be crucial in this match. The Scots have to catch up, and if the English are running away, I think this is it.
Service over. 14-10.
Yeah,
Well placed.
very well placed. He's waited, committed to the backhand defence. Gabby spotting that and hitting down Blair's forehand side. Well, Gabby Adcock, quite frankly, is on fire.
10.
Wonderful, wonderful take off the top of the tape.
Yeah, she's setting up so nicely for partner. Block it, yes.
Service over.
Well, the Scottish pair simply have to start closing this gap because time is running out for them. Yeah, just having a quick timeout, maybe recompose the thoughts, focus on the game plan. Oh, well, the frustration almost boiling over with Imogen Bankier. Yeah, disappointment all too obvious. Well, the crowd here desperately trying to lift the home players. Yeah. On the attack once again, the English pair, and once again, the Scottish pair forced to defend.
17-12.
Well, I'm not quite sure what Imogen Bankier was complaining about there, but in my opinion, another sign of her frustration, because the English pair now just 3 points away from a place in the final.
13-18.
If it has been a part of the game plan from the English point of view and from the coach's point of view, I think it's been quite brilliant. Using that reverse psychology, the English pair may be seeded one, but in their own mind, the Scots were favourites due to past results.
Oh, it's landed in.
That has definitely given Chris Adcock the freedom to play.
Yes.
19-13.
Just 2 points needed now for Mr. and Mrs. Adcock. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good play by Blair. But he will not win it.
And with that wonderful kill at the nets,
Match point 30.
Gabby fully committed at the front of the court as she's been all match. And the English pair have 7 opportunities now to book their place in tomorrow's final.
Service over. 14-20.
So the English now have to watch out on the baseline because the new shuttle is a fast shuttle. Be careful they're not lifting it too long.
And that's it. Chris and Gabby Adcock guaranteed a medal because they will contest the mixed doubles final tomorrow. Obvious disappointment for Robert Blair and Imogen Bankier, but all credit to the English combination. They really took the match to their opponents. They attacked more, they were more positive, and Gabby Adcock on her net play today was absolutely superb. 21-14, 21-14 in 35 minutes, and they are through to the final.
So the question is, who will they play in the final?